Good morning, my name is Steve Janz and welcome to my Advanced Management Accounting video series. Today we're going to focus on fishbone diagrams. Over the last number of years, we've heard of a number of problems that organizations are having. Batteries in phones are catching on fire. Emissions for vehicles are basically fraudulent. Gas pedals are sticking. So the situation could be that you are the new CEO of this company. You have inherited these problems. How are you going to create success going forward? Well, to help you out, you can use a fishbone diagram. I've built the basic structure of the fishbone diagram here for you. Let's talk about that, and then let's fill in the bones. So overall, with these problems, there's four common themes. There is the culture of the organization, there's sustainability issues, there is the customer effect, there's design engineering. How I like to look at the fishbone diagram is on one side, the problem. Let's identify the problems. On the other side, let's identify where we need to improve. If we have those improvements in here, the goal, of course, is to lead to future success. Now, one of the interesting things about the fishbone diagram is how closely it's related to the cost of quality report. Let's talk about that part first and see how it allows us to fill in many of the bones. Let's get started. Design engineering. We can start talking about the prevention. All these problems could have been, of course, prevented if the design worked. And in this case, the design failed. Now, of course, there's also the appraisal cost. Was there proper testing? And in some of these cases, of course, testing failed as well. So we had situations where we have some failures, where our design failed, where our testing failed. Now, of course, with regards to all of this, we have sustainability issues. This is our external failure cost. When these happen, they, of course, affect our customers. We have things such as recalls, repairs that have to be done. We might even have legal costs. Then, of course, in that cost of quality report, that extra category that we can hopefully maybe include as our fifth category, we have opportunity cost. We have the opportunity cost occurring because our reputation is being damaged. Therefore, customers may not purchase our product again and go to one of the competitors, and it may be, we may never get them back. So that opportunity cost can be huge. So just taking a look at the cost of quality report helps us start by filling in the problems with regards to the bones, the fishbone. Of course, behind a lot of these problems is the culture. Sometimes companies are so successful they go too fast. We've seen that before. Sometimes there's a problem where there's ethics involved, where it's just all about greed. That's not a good situation, but it's the reality. It does occur. So this is how I like to take a look at the fishbone diagram. Identify the problems on one side, what you need to address, and then focus on where we need to improve. So obviously with design engineering, we need to create a better design. We need to make something work. So if it's, for example, batteries catching on fire, we need to create better batteries so that they seriously just don't do that. Testing, we may need to test this at a slower pace, test it more, maybe even use external testers so that we basically have independent bodies looking at this. Culture, we need leadership. You need leadership right from the top, and leadership must basically believe in ethics, must believe in doing things right. Overall, most successful companies, they think long-term perspectives and using that perspective in an ethical way. For sustainability, a number of these failures have hurt the environment. And we've got to make up that damage. So that could be fines. That could also be situations where we do good. And we reverse that, and we change that, and we make a greater improvement. We're also going to have financial issues. Some of these have been very, very expensive. And it's going to cost us. It's going to cost us a lot of money. And we have to basically give that up. We're going to have to sacrifice and suffer for a little while. And that's not a fun thing. But overall, of course, the long-term goal is to be sustainability, to be sustained. For our customer, again, we've hurt our customer. Our reputation has suffered. Our customers are definitely not happy with us. And we have to build that trust back. We have to build that trust back through integrity, through honesty, and support. We need to make sure that they understand that we are there for them, and overall, we don't want this to happen again. Overall, a fishbone diagram helps us take a look at our problems. It helps us identify areas where we can improve. And at the end of the day, and it might take years, but hopefully it will lead to long-term success for us. Thank you.